What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the bunker. I'm your man, Sergeant J-Max. And today I want to talk to you guys about home defense shotguns. Unfortunately, Sergeant Jerome still isn't with us. He's going to be out for maybe a couple more videos while he heals up from his parkour accident, but hopefully he'll be joining us back again soon. But today, guys, I wanted to talk to you about home defense shotguns. Now, the reason why I want to talk to you guys about shotguns is because I believe that the shotgun is one of the easiest weapons that you can get comfortable with, that you don't have to take a whole lot of time to practice with or get proficient with. You know, fortunately, the thing with shotguns, you don't even really have to aim except in the general direction of where you're going to be firing. Pull the trigger and you got a wide spray angle for your projectiles to hit their target. So one of the shotguns I want to talk to you about that I have for my home defense is Bossy. This is my Citadel Boss 25 AR style 12 gauge shotgun. Now, the reason why I got this shotgun, guys, and again, it's clear, there's no magazine, there's no projectile in the chamber here, and she is on safe. So the reason why I picked up this shotgun, not just because of how cool she looks, but it was super inexpensive. Now, I wanted a really dependable shotgun for home defense. And like I said, when I saw this, I saw how cool she looks. And, you know, guys, like I said, it's an AR style shotgun. And it just looks super cool to me. May not look cool to you, but it looks super cool to me. But the things about this shotgun, unfortunately, it doesn't have a collapsible buttstock, but it did come with the front and rear pop-up sights already on it. Of course, again, with a shotgun, you really don't need to get too much into the practice of aiming the shotgun, but there is a Picatinny rail up here, just in case you do want to mount a red dot on here and fire slugs. Now, slugs have a maximum distance of about 50 to 100 yards. However, if your shotgun is rifled, it has a rifle barrel, that distance can increase by about 100 to 150 yards. But most shotguns are just going to have a shotgun barrel, so the maximum distance on a slug is going to be about 50 to 100 yards. Now, as you can tell, she's got a magazine well on her, and she did come with 2 5-round magazines. And I went out and bought the 10-round magazine. So as you can see, the magazine slides right into the mag well right there, and that's how it looks with the 10-round magazine in it. And then this is how she looks with the 5-round magazine. So, you know, basically I've got 20 rounds of ammunition that I can load up. I also went out and bought myself a shotgun shell belt that I can either throw a crossbody or I can wear it around my waist. And I don't remember how many shells I can put in there, but I want to say it's up to about 20 or more. Now, I did also throw the hand stop on the front here, just so that way I have some extra stabilization and a place to grip. And, you know, if it's raining, if it's wet, if I'm sweaty, my hand's not going to be sliding up and down the rail. Now, the other reason why I picked out this particular shotgun, again, because it's semi-automatic, load up the 5-round magazine or the 10-round magazine, and I'm good to go for either 5 or 10 shots without having to do any of that pump action or worry about anything like that. There is a break-in period for her. It was about 100 to 200 shotgun shells, which I've already done that, and haven't had any issues firing, any issues with the rounds discharging or ejecting properly from the ejection port here. Now the trigger pull is kind of heavy. It's about a 6 to 8 pound, maybe closer to 8 pound trigger pull, but you want that because you've got this hammer in here that needs to, you know, strike the back of the shell so that it can discharge the pellets down the barrel here. Now this is a 20-inch shotgun, so of course, you know, you want to have maximum velocity when the shells are fired. Now, excuse me. The one thing that I would suggest is that if you guys are going to use a shotgun for home defense, obviously you're going to want to observe all of the rules, keeping your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. You know, keep it pointed in a safe direction at all times until you're ready to fire. And, you know, obviously one of the most important weapons, one of the most important rules if you're going to be firing a weapon is to know what's beyond your target and what's around in your area of the direction that you're firing your pistol. But again, what I was alluding to is if you are going to use a shotgun for home defense, you want to probably go with the number 4 shotgun shell, simply because of the fact that that's not going to penetrate through drywall as deeply. It won't continue to go through drywall, and it'll still do maximum damage to the target that it's intended for. Now I will post a couple of clips here of me shooting Bossy here. I'll put a clip with the 5-round magazine and then a clip with the 10-round magazine. But just remember, guys, shotguns aren't pistols. They're not rifles. They're gonna have way more kick. They kick like a donkey, okay? So just remember that. But again, shotguns are one of the easiest weapons to learn or to feel comfortable with shooting, because again, you don't have to be super precise unless you're going to use slugs, which I wouldn't recommend in a home defense situation, because again, you would have to be more precise. Now, if you have a spouse or military age children, I would also suggest, you know, getting them comfortable behind a shotgun, so that way in the event that you're not home or they're closer to the weapon than you are, in the event of a home invasion or somebody invading your property, you know, they can get to the shotgun, and aid you in defending the home or your property, whatever the case may be. And again, the maximum distance for shotgun shells is about 50 to 100 yards. So that's still a good distance that you would be able to thwart any kind of bad actors that come onto your property. And again, you don't have to get super close in the house to, you know, thwart any home invasion type of situations. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is Bossy. She's my 12 gauge AR style shotgun, and you know, it goes for about $4. So I mean, super inexpensive, very easy to maintain, and again, you don't have to be super proficient with it. You don't got to take it to the range and learn how to use it, learn how to shoot it. It's pretty simple. With this one, you just load up the magazine, drop the little charging handle, and she's ready to go. And you got 5 shots at your disposal, or if you buy the 10-round magazine as I have here, you've got 10 rounds at your disposal. And you know, even if you squeeze off 1 or 2 shells and you don't hit anything, that's probably going to scare somebody enough to know that you've got something there, and you're protecting your household or your property, whatever the case may be. And it is very loud. So again, guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on a home defense shotgun. You know, pistols are super expensive, rifles are super expensive. Personally, I mean, you can get, you know, a $400 or $500 rifle, AR style. I don't know if I would really trust that to home defense. And it's going to take time for you to get proficient, although rifles are a little bit easier for you to become proficient on. You're still going to have to go to the range. You're still going to have to practice reloads. You're still going to have to do a lot more to get proficient with the rifle than you would with a shotgun. Again, you know, it's just point and shoot, and let the pellets and the shell do the rest. And the other thing I was going to allude to is that pistols, again, they're very expensive as well. I mean, yeah, you know, the Ross Martin is probably one of the cheaper pistols out there that you can get, you know, maybe under $500, under $600. But again, there's ammo that you have to buy. There's range time that you have to do. There's all kinds of processes that you have to go through to get more proficient with a rifle, more proficient with a handgun than you do with a shotgun. And not to mention, shotgun shells are generally pretty inexpensive. You could probably get, you know, a few hundred rounds for about $100. Now, you're probably going to spend a lot more on rifle ammo and pistol ammo to get up to 100 rounds. And then again, like I said, you know, you're going to have to get, you should get proficient with either one of those platforms. With the rifle, you don't have to be that proficient. But again, guys, I just wanted to bring you a quick video to talk about home defense weapons and the inexpensive cost of purchasing a shotgun. Now, there's many other shotguns out there that you could buy. You know, I know a lot of people like the brand name Mossberg or the Benellis, or, you know, brand names like that, the Berettas. You know, those are all very expensive shotguns. You're probably talking, you know, $700, $800, $900. Benellis are upwards of around $2,000. So if you don't have that kind of money and you need to get something that you can defend your home with at a lower price, and it's not going to hurt your pocket, you know, the Citadel Boss 25 AR style shotgun, like I said, it's going to run you probably about $4 and some tax. However, if you wait until a sale, and there's going to be one coming up for 4th of July, so I'm sure that you could probably find one for, you know, between $300 and $400. And for a home defense setup, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Give me a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. And keep your thoughts and prayers out there for Sergeant Genome. Again, hopefully he'll be back with us in the next couple of videos. But that's all I got for you today. I'm your man, Sergeant J-Max. May God bless America. May God bless all of you. And I'm out.